Hey, rad cats and cool kitties. My name is Lenny Graves, and I like to read tarot cards, and I'm trying to do a little bit longer readings on the internet. I don't do them as much. And today I thought I'd do a little bit longer reading, not as long as the ones I've been doing. This will probably be a little bit 10 minutes or less, but we're going to do kind of a deep dive. Like if you were to ask me a question or private reading, shameless plug, if you'd like one, you can get one at thelennygraves.com. And think about liking and subscribing to My Dark and Lovely Souls. I really do appreciate it, especially on YouTube. That helps me out a lot. But let's jump into your cards. Let's see what's up. This is not about me. This is about you. And to figure out what's going on with you, I got a Rider-Waite Tarot deck. It's a classic. Let's see what's up. First is still the best. All right, we're going to pull 3 cards, and we're going to pull 5 cards and see what's up. But before we even do that, let's go ahead and pull an overall indication card of what's going on for you right now. What I mean by that is we play a role in our lives, and the tarot is the story of our lives. It's the book we play, right? It's what's coming up for us. And right now in the chapter, My Dark and Lovely Soul, 2 of Pentacles energy, or 2 of Disc, if you go by the Crowley, which is a bit, I'm going to take the double interpretation. You're on the precipice of change, but to find change, and I'm getting my magic pen out because I like to do it when I'm doing readings. To find change, you have to find balance, okay? You're like in a position, and I'm getting this from Spirit, is that you're on the precipice of making this change in your life, becoming just something different, right? Okay. But you got to find balance between the things in your life that will bring you to that. Okay. That's the overall role that's going on. But let's see what else is going on in your life right now. We have the Ace of Wands. You got some passion. What's up with the Ace of Wands? Queen of Swords. We'll talk about these in a second. Let's do the 3 and the 5. Page of Wands inverted. Well, you have a lot of passion for life, don't you, my dark and lovely soul? You got a lot of lust in your veins, a lot of love, a lot of fire. That's pretty cool, and I appreciate that. And you've been through it too, haven't you? Queen of Swords is all about adversity through wisdom, or wisdom through adversity. I said that absolutely backwards. And the trick to that is that as life is hard and challenges us, like forging a sword, almost like the sword suit, that's you. Your life has been challenging. Comment below. You know what I'm talking about. My life's been challenging too, especially spiritual person. You found me for a reason. You probably are. Life will test us, right? Life's going to do that to us. And life has surely tested you, and it's killed your fire a little bit of late, I think. It's thrown you off with the Page of Wands inverted, right? This should be that Ace of Wands blossoming into all this new passion and stuff. But I think, though, you came through it, you're a little worn down. Next card, 7 of Swords. People have lied to you. 5 of Wands inverted. You struggled on things, trying to get to the top. You came down. Ace of Pentacles, but the whole time you've been seeding, my dark and lovely soul, seeding good things. 2 more cards. Devil inverted. Let's talk about that after I pull the last card, okay? 3 of Cups. My dark and lovely soul, radical cat, cool kitty. I'm going to tell you right now, you're on the precipice of something that's going to be very different in your life. The devil inverted, I'm going to take, sometimes this can mean we're trapped in a situation, but I also take it as a reversal of blockage of the energy. And the devil typically represents blockages, right? And this, I'm getting a strong vibe that you're going to throw your chains off. Because, and then good times that you've been waiting for, with 3 cups, look, these 3 chicks. They're like the chicks in the Irish Spring commercial. They're going to hang out with you guys, party. But seriously, what I get the vibe from you, my dark and lovely soul, is you've got to find your balance back. Like, remember that movie Stella got her groove back or whatever? Got to get your groove back because you're a little bit out of sync right now. And that's causing you. That's causing you problems in your life. And it's keeping you from being where you want to be. And I sense that the reason for this is because you have gone through it, my dear, or my lad. You have just gone freaking through it, right? You've been forged, you've been beaten on, you've been burned and frozen and every other thing that makes us that Queen of Swords energy, right? But this whole time you've seeded, you have these wishes and these dreams. Don't we all, right? You have wishes and dreams with the 9 of Pentacles. You have to find this balance. The Spirit keeps telling me you have to find balance. And I don't know if this could be a balance in between like working out and being sedentary or work or having too much fun, relationships versus priorities in life, things like that. You know what I mean? You've got to find this balance, this 2 of Pentacles energy. That's because once you do, once you get this balance, it's really going to lead you to where you need to be. And I'm going to pull 3 more cards to see if I can't help you in that direction of where you should find that balance. Temperance inverted. The Fool inverted. And the 8 of Wands inverted. All under this 9 of Pentacles. You realize right now, my dark and lovely soul, that you can do whatever you want in the world. Did you know that? I'm going to tell you that today. You really can. This could be a business. This could be going after somebody. You're blocking yourself because of this lack of balance you have in your life. And this isn't a shot. This isn't like me saying, hey, get your act together, buddy. This is, I've fallen out of balance too. My alchemy isn't, my salt and my mercury and my sulfur aren't aligned, right? Those alchemical elements. We have to have body, spirit, this is mind, body, and spirit all in line, right? We've got to do that. That's important to us. Once you get this alignment, oh my God, you're like a racehorse. You're like a racehorse that has no, that's a horrible, no, we're going to go with the racehorse. You're like a racehorse in the stall, ready to go, right? Or I don't know what they're called, where they let them out before they go around the track. You're like that. You're ready to go. You've got these dreams. You've got this ambition, but you got to get your alchemy back, because when you do, oh my God, all your thoughts, the universe is like, yeah, we want that to happen for you. I can't even make this up. I pulled the 9 of Pentacles again. With the 4 of Pentacles, one more card, and the Sun. I cannot stress this to you enough. Holding on to limitations and pain in the past, and I always say this doesn't help anybody, and it never does. And that's what this reading is going to be about. Too many of my readings are about letting go and moving on. This is about finding balance in your life. But I think maybe some stings and some things from the past, because all the adversity that you have gone through is messing your life up, right? It's not messing it up. It's just keeping it from being the best version, because doesn't this happen to all of us? And every single one. And this reading found you for a reason. Even if it hasn't resonated that much right now, it's going to resonate, because this happens for everybody. We are limited by our own set of beliefs. We don't have to be. We're all the magicians and witches in our lives that we can and we want to be. The universe is fractals. I promise you this. And what your consciousness observes, and I promise you, my dark and lovely soul, if you're registering this, you are a conscious soul. You're a real thing, right? You can manipulate it. You can call the demons and the angels to serve you, the elements of the earth. You can do all of these things, but let's make that more mundane. Who told you couldn't write a book? Who told you couldn't sing a song? Somebody. Who's their opinion matter? Whatever's happened to you, like whatever bad relationship you went through, whatever job you lost that you thought you should have kept, whatever you got over on you, these things happen to you to forge you to who you are today. But you can't let that depression hold you. You can't let running away to an addiction or a fear of things or anything like that, since resonate different ways, because different people fall into their depressions and their cycles and they get out of balance for different reasons, right? So however this resonates with you, you know what I'm talking about. Do you need to get out and start taking walks and getting in the sun because you spent too much time inside? Do you need to drink more water and less soda? These are all little things in our balance that if they throw our alchemy off, they keep our spirit down, right? If we're too focused on work, we don't have anything in our heart, right? If we're too focused on love, we don't have any money for it. We have to have a balance in life, right? Between different things. And I think right now, my dark and lovely soul, you're a little bit about being out of balance. And let's pull some more cards, because I want you to find that balance. Because all I'm getting from the cards right now is you need to do it, right? This is important in your life too right now. We're at a precipice here. The world's changing if you can't feel it. The age of Aquarius is upon us and people are waking up. And the world needs its magicians and its witches and its artists and its poets and its guides, rather than the mundane and the broken sitting at home watching TV, working at a job they hate, because they have these self-limiting beliefs. The world doesn't need any more of that. The world needs inspiring people. And you're an inspiring person, my dark and lovely soul. You just got to get out of your rut. You just got to get out of this rut you're in. You got to find this balance that you need in your life. And the way you do this is just say, F it. I'd like to say something else, but I'm trying to watch my language. The Tower, you got to destroy what you're coming from. You got to kind of rebuild your life in a sense that you're going to have some balance. Following 5 of Wands, and then you got to bust your butt. One more. The Hierophant, because this is the test of spirit. This is let me split that to make sure I'm getting the vibe right. 6 of Wands, absolutely. Right now, this balance you're trying to find, this is a test from the universe, my dark and lovely soul. This is not, there's no test. I don't like that word, but this is like a challenge set by the universe towards you to come into balance, even though you're out of balance, to become the alchemist, right? To take the different humors and the different chemicals and the different metals and transform them the way you want to take the first step, the black, which is to destroy that which no longer serves you. Cut out your bad habits, cut out the things that are holding you back. Then you take the white, the gold, right? Take the new in. Take the better habits, the new job, the artistic direction, whatever it is. And then finally, you will become red. You will become that final stage of alchemy and you will go through it. But you have to go through it and you have to find that balance. It's not easy. It's not easy being sad when your life's out of sorts. It's not easy finding balance. It's one of the hardest things a person can do. Balance is a trick. It's an amazing thing, right? To do that, though, I really get a vibe. You have to deconstruct everything you've got going on in your life and work at it. You have to like fight it a little bit, but spirit wants you to do this. This is part of your path because you're strong enough with the strength card. I'm going to pull one more card at the end because we're at the 10-minute mark. I don't want this to be short. 7 of Cups. I can't make this up. And this is how I'm going to leave you with this. Usually fate is pretty set, right? But in this situation, my dark and lovely soul, in this situation in particular, fate, the choice is yours. You need to make that choice. And if you don't make that choice, you're never going to have new ideas with the Ace of Swords. You're going to be trapped in this moon illusion for the rest of your life, wondering what could have been better because you didn't find the balance. You know what I'm talking about. This resonates with you. This is a little bit more than what I thought it was when I started. Is I get this real strong sense. Life has beaten you down and thrown you out of balance. Your chemistry is off. Your alchemy is off. And it's okay. You can be fine and you can keep doing that if you want to. You're going to be okay. But there is so much more waiting. Yeah, because the universe loves you. You're a blessed soul. But there's so much more if you can find this balance within yourself. And the way you do this is you destroy what no longer serves you. You work on bringing in what does serve you. And that takes you to that red, that final stage of your alchemical transformation. And you need to work on that. You need to do that. And that's just what the cards are telling me. And that's what I'm going to tell you to do today, dark and lovely soul. So find some balance, right? And this balance, this is a general reading on the internet, right? So it resonates for different people, different ways. It's going to be a balance. Maybe you put too much in relationships now because your heart got hurt. You don't think about your career as much because, when we get hurt, we focus on things. Or maybe you've gotten so lost in your career, you forgot that the heart and like love and stuff like that, like you can have the whole world, but if you don't got somebody to love you, what's the point, right? You can go every beautiful place in the world. If you don't have somebody to hold your hand when you're there, is it as fun? It could be for some people, but for a lot of people, right? So find... And even in habits in life too. Don't chain smoke yourself to death. Don't do any of that stuff. Enjoy life, obviously, but live a life that allows you to have this healthy mind, spirit, and body. Become the alchemist. Bring yourself into balance. And when you find your balance and your rhythm, my dark and lovely soul, I am telling you what the card said. We had the Fool. We had the 8 of Wands. We have 9 of Pentacles. We have all this wish, all this adventure, all these things that are just waiting out of your door, but it's waiting for you to find your balance, to become the person you need to be to experience it. So find your balance, my dark and lovely soul. That's not too hard, is it? Just find some balance. Rat Cat Cool Kitty. My name is Lenny Graves. You can find me here at The Lenny Graves on TikTok and on YouTube. And you can find me at Dysfunctional Enlightenment on Facebook and Instagram because I like to keep things difficult. You can also, if you're interested in a private reading, maybe astrology, tarot, or some spell work, or perhaps even checking out my book, The Libra Erotica, you can find my information at thelennygraves.com. Thank you so much for watching, thinking about liking and subscribing. It helps me a lot. I hope this helped you. All I just got to keep saying is you have everything you need, but right now you're just out of balance. Like Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid, I'm telling you, Ralph Macchio, you got to find balance, right? Don't be like a grape. Don't walk in the center of the road. Or there's how old I am. Karate Kid, he's like, if you walk on one side of the road, you're okay. If you walk on the other side of the road, you're okay. If you walk in the center of the road, you get crushed like a grape, right? And that's probably true. Make a commitment to walk on the right side of the road. Find that balance you need to find. Don't worry about this side of the road. Don't worry about picking a side because you're going to get crushed, right? Find where you need to go and then find the balance within that. And you have the ability to do this. And I'm here to tell you that today. So I'm going to go like this, dark and lovely soul. Have a great night. And I will talk to you again as I try to find my end recording button here. There we go. Good night, my friends.